What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Yo Matt, where you guys know what the deal is. I picked my favorite question from the week and I answer it here live. Let's jump right in. All right, guys, so this week the question comes from my man Ty, and he says,
Yo Matt, can you wholesale a property with tenant in there that not willing to pay or willing to move out? Thanks. Peace.
All right, Ty, brother, I love this question, man. We encounter these properties all the time. The reason being is because we market specifically to absentee homeowners, meaning that the property that they're selling is not their primary residence. So typically they have tenants in place, and the reason why they're selling that place is because the tenants aren't paying their rent. So there's a couple things you want to take in consideration. Is there a lease in place? How long is that lease? Is it a yearly lease? Because yes, you can honestly sell that property with tenants in place, with a lease in place, and some people will be happy to pick that property up. Now, if the tenants are non-performing, that would kind of be an issue with the end buyer. They're definitely going to want to talk to the tenants. It's always a very delicate situation when you're buying properties with tenants in it. Because number one, if you got to get them out, you don't want them to wreck the place. And number two, if they're going to stay, you got to work something out between the end buyer that they're actually going to start paying rent again, right? So that's what you want to take into consideration. Is there a long lease in place? They may have to buy it with tenants there. Or if they're month to month, which is our favorite, like we can work with these, we can actually pay really good money for folks that are month to month because we don't have to evict them. Once we have an agreement with the homeowner, we can actually serve a notice to vacate. It's not an eviction, it's a notice to vacate during the escrow period, giving them 30 days to get out of the property. Now again, it's very delicate. We don't want them, wrecking the property. We don't want them putting holes in the wall. So we try to be as cordial as possible for them to understand the situation, right? Sometimes we do what's called post-possession, meaning that tenants can stay after we close escrow for a short period of time. Maybe that's a week, maybe that's 2 weeks, but in the event that happens, we do what's called an escrow holdback, right? So maybe we'll hold $3,000 to $5,000 of the original seller's proceeds at title to make sure the tenant doesn't wreck the property. And if they do, we know we have some funds sitting there that we protect ourselves against any damage, as well as a per diem cost if that tenant doesn't leave. So if the tenant is still in the property, a week goes by and they still haven't left, we gave them the notice to vacate. Yes, we can get the sheriff's office down there to forcefully remove them, but if they're still there, the seller knows that we're going to be charging them per day for every day they're still in that property. So yes, Ty, it can certainly be done, bro. Like we deal with this all the time because we market to absentee owners. Don't let this stop you from getting a deal done. It's very simple. You just have to figure out where the tenants are at. Do they have a long-term lease in place or are they month to month? And then you can strategize a plan around that. So bro, love the question, guys. If you got some value from today, please comment below, like this video, and if you haven't yet, head over to my page, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.